We have a question from Peter, and these are tough questions only because it's a beginner question, but with a little addition. Peter says, I wanted to hear your advice in this situation. My father is 50 years old, overweight, and hasn't done any strength training. He is not totally inactive as he walks a dog once or twice a day, good, and during camping season goes on many hikes. Another thing, he is currently taking Ozempic as prescribed by his doctor, and I've got Lyle McDonald's book over here on GLP-1 and weight and what to do, and he's very clear. You need to lift weights if you're on those drugs. And I'm just quoting him because I trust him. I would like to see him strong and healthy weight, but it seems he feels he has tried various approaches and nothing has been showing tremendous results, so he has somewhat lost hope on these goals. Most training programs expect at least 2 to 3 sessions per week, but even 1 session per week would be progress and new to him. What approach would you recommend, both in terms of psychologically making sure it's doable and then a smooth transition, but also in terms of the train itself? I would be happy to research any programs myself if you wish to simply mention any name. Well, I'll tell you, if your father doesn't have any background in lifting weights and he's 50 and he's on a drug that helps with weight loss, the first level I think we ought to do is it would be nice to see him get into the weight room 2 days a week. Since your father does a lot of walking, and the one thing I'd hope we could get him to do, and I talk about this all the time, I bought a very inexpensive, pedometer, and I'm at 9,300 steps already today, which is great because it's early in the day for me. But if your dad can probably track that 10,000 steps a day, there's nothing magical about 10,000 steps. In fact, and it's become, a cliche now to say it was from a Japanese company that called it the 10,000 steps. But I hold tight to this. There's no science. There's not a lot of research science that says 8 or 9 hours of sleep are optimal. But we all know 8 or 9 hours of sleep are pretty, is what you should be doing. That 8 glasses of water a thing, there's no real science behind it, but you know what? 8 glasses of water a day is pretty good. And you know what? 10,000 steps a day is pretty good. When I started counting my steps every day, I weighed 219, and the only real change I made was, adhering to the 10,000 on the pedometer every day. And that's when I went from 219 to 204. There would have been one other change, to be fair, is that I went to a very standardized brunch every day. So as everyone knows, I sleep, I fast, I drink a lot of coffee until after I work out and walk. And so if I was to say my basic breakfast now is a protein and berry smoothie, 2 eggs, usually scrambled, cottage cheese, and then any other fruit that's floating around, plus 3 glasses of water. I think what I just said to you, that version is about 500 calories or so, which I find great. It's a lot of protein. It's a good start to my day. For me, the protein and fruit, that's the first half of my day's eating. The second half of my day is mostly, oh, by the way, I also eat kimchi for breakfast too, which I'm sure if you're not part of my inner circle, watching me eat kimchi with cottage cheese might make you lose your appetite. But I think there's value. The second half of my day, I focus more on protein and veggies. So he probably needs to lock his caloric intake down a little bit. He probably should walk. Now let's talk about weightlifting. I'd love to see him go into the gym twice a week. I think both workouts should be upper body focused with some legs in it because we're going to get the walking in first. And most men will be very happy if they focus on the upper body. You could do something as simple as, and I would suggest machines at first, maybe bench press and military press, curls, lat pull downs and leg extensions. The other day, make it another press family, rows, leg curls, another leg exercise, whatever. Keep it very simple, keep it very basic. In the beginning, think 3 sets of 8 to 10. Don't get too cute. Use the workout generator at Dan John University. But just 2 days a week, mostly focused on the upper body. And I'm hoping people are listening. We have a beginner strength program for an over 50 man who is also overweight. But he does walk, and he's on a GLP-1. So for me, I think if we get him lifting weights, he's going to enjoy it. Machines are fun. I got to tell you, I love training on machines. Machines are fun. A little bit more of an upper body focus, 2 days a week. Toss in 1 or 2 leg exercises that make him happy. Personally, I love leg extensions. I recently bought a leg extension machine for my home gym because, frankly, I mean, in my perfect post 100 years of age world, I can see myself doing a lot of hip thrusts and leg extensions. So I'm giving myself, 30-ish years to prep for that. I hope that helped. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. If I was to put things in order, I would say, ideally, the 2 days a week machine training, upper body focused would come first. A very regimented, maybe breakfast, brunch, lunch, either breakfast and lunch are the same every day, or do what I do, just brunch it, and then 10,000 steps a day, okay? I hope that helped, and I'd love to hear how he's doing on this, okay? Thank you.